Come out to the bar.
Hello, YouTube. Cheers and welcome to The Basement. My name is Bruce Lively.
I'm D-Boy Slim.
And The Basement Debates is the first daily hip-hop debate show. From Tuesday through Friday, most times, we tackle the most intriguing topics in hip-hop culture and the world around it. So, welcome back, Basement family. Today is a simple versus series. We thought we'd get back to this hip-hop versus debate type stuff that we used to do. And we're doing groups. Public Enemy versus
N.W.A.
Who wins this debate?
Fight.
Public Enemy versus N.W.A. With that being said, let go. Said Clash of the Titans. I like that. This really is.
It's gonna be another W for you.
Well, I mean, Public Enemy versus N.W.A.
Sorry about that.
It's gonna be fun at least. Go ahead. Tell me why N.W.A. is better than Public Enemy. I need to know.
Listen.
I need to know.
For so many different reasons. I'm sure that we don't even have time for them all, but I'll get into a couple key factors in which not only myself would regard them as the better group and probably the most iconic by far and legendary group of all time, but best rap group or better rap group than Public Enemy.
Oh, I'm glad you.
Let's first
made that distinction.
Let's first get into the rappers of the group. Obviously, N.W.A. had better rappers. I was told by Bruce, and this is on camera, that first of all, was Flavor Flav a rapper?
He was a hype man.
So there you have it. Flav wasn't even a rapper, so you know what I'm saying? Like, therefore,
what does that have to do? The group has to do with the entire group. When you talk about a band, you don't talk about, does the drummer sing? Or does a guitarist sing? Like, no, we're talking about the group itself.
I thought this was my turn.
I'm just saying. Go ahead, brother.
It's my turn. You let me.
Brother, I want you to get it.
There's a format that's
I need you to. I want you to get it off.
That's usually fine.
I'm just saying. What are we talking about?
But yeah. So that reason alone, you have one hype man and one rapper.
Okay.
You know, whereas in N.W.A. you have MC Ren, you have Eazy-E, you have Dr. Dre, and you have Ice Cube. Now, when you say Ice Cube and Dr. Dre, obviously you're talking about some of the most iconic rappers ever to grab a microphone. Obviously, Dr. Dre is more noted for his production skills, but let's not forget Dr. Dre, the rap artist, which was pretty sturdy and pretty solid at one time. The Chronic, need I remind everybody, is probably one of the most legendary albums of all time.
N.W.A., let's go.
Once again, so just reminding the people who Dr. Dre is as a rapper, which again is why
I agree.
N.W.A. is the better rap group.
Okay.
Not only that, the music that they made was so groundbreaking and shift the culture so much at that particular time.
Good.
I'm not really sure that there's any rap group that can compare to the way that they were able to shift the culture. They shouted Compton at a time when Compton had no voice. There was nobody before them that screamed Compton on the record. They made a record called Straight Outta Compton, which in turn gave voice to the West Coast, to gangster rap, to the activities and different things that were going on inside of LA, in which everybody knows and is documented. Hip hop started in the Bronx in New York. In the mid to late 80s, the only other person I think noted for doing West Coast rap was Ice-T. And he'll tell you, as their careers grew, or as his career grew, it, was alongside of in N.W.A. And again, when Compton had no voice, here comes N.W.A. screaming straight out of Compton. So, and Compton is still relevant today, a la Kendrick Lamar. So, again, this is all N.W.A. and why they are the most iconic group, but why they are a better rap group than was Public Enemy.
So, let me tell you, there's a few reasons why Public Enemy easily wins this debate. Every subject that you're talking about N.W.A. as far as influence or whatever it is that was brought up by N.W.A., such as F the police, such as police brutality, such as black people being oppressed, these are the ones that matter when you talk about N.W.A. Because if you're talking about gang violence, or if you're talking about the influence of bitches ain't nothing but hoes and shit, lick up the balls and suck the dick.
Bitches ain't nothing but hoes and shit, lick up the balls and suck the dick.
If that's what you're talking about, that's the only thing that ushered in an age of black degradation. So what we're really talking about is the political stance that they took. And P.E., Public Enemy, were the first to take those political stances, ushered in the age of everything that you could possibly think was important about N.W.A. P.E. did it first. They said it first, and they also influenced the culture first with that. So let's just go here. Impact. When you're talking about impact, Public Enemy, before I get to the fact that we don't need to hear him say to you that just because they had one rapper and the other people had 3 rappers, that means that they're better.
I'm still waiting for you to tell us how they were better rappers.
I just told you. These are things. They brought it up first. They're the first.
Than positivity.
They're the first. They're the first.
And we appreciate that.
So next is the argument. That more rappers all of a sudden makes you better. Are they better than Wu-Tang?
No, they have better rappers. They're better rappers. My point wasn't that they're more rappers.
But do they have better rappers than Wu-Tang?
All 4 of their rappers are better than Flavor Flav.
Are they better than Wu-Tang?
So,
because you said they were the #1 rap group of all time. What about?
Are we talking Wu-Tang or Public Enemy?
I'm asking you.
Wu-Tang has 9 MCs.
Because, that's what I'm saying. Are they better?
Not a hype man and an artist.
Are they better?
So,
but you put them above them. So here we go, 1991.
And to answer your question, N.W.A. was better.
Let's talk about influence. You said they were the most influential. I disagree. 1991, when Apocalypse 91, The Enemy Strikes Black came out, they single-handedly got the Super Bowl to move from Arizona to California because of their song. Apocalypse 91, The Enemy Strikes Black, when they was talking about when Arizona with the Martin Luther King, that Martin Luther King birthday, they didn't want to make that a national holiday. They didn't want to make that a holiday where they were. They caused the awareness. It cost the state over an estimated $100 million. Do you understand what that means? Think about the Super Bowl. They impacted the culture, the nation, with one song. That's Chuck D. That is Terminator X. And yeah, that's your boy Flavor Flav. And Public Enemy was the first hip hop group to go international because of the internet's music distribution. The first to release an MP3, which is what y'all are downloading right now. That's called influence. Oh my God. The Flavor Flav, Chuck D, and Terminator X were the first to cross over, and you might say that Run DMC did it with Walk This Way, but it was the same year into rap metal. They played with Living Colour. They played thrash metal with Anthrax. Bring the Noise. They did so many more firsts than N.W.A. I could stop there, but I'm not, because I want to go back to not only is it negative or positive influence, the benefits. In the middle of the crack 80s, when you said nobody sounded like N.W.A. before N.W.A., in the middle of the crack 80s, they were the first to bring back pro-black content. They were the first. When you were wearing the wooden chain with the black fist, that was because of them. When you heard Black Moon, that was because of them. Oh, you didn't know that? They were the most influential, more influential than N.W.A., and everything that N.W.A. got that was good was from them, and that was bad, I don't count as being good. P.E. Period. Fear of a Black Planet. Come on, man.
Where do I start?
Where do you start? Please tell me. Bring the Noise. Black Power lyrics.
Why?
The first to go over between metal, rock. The first to have an MP3.
Seems to think that they were the first.
They were.
A lot of things.
These are the facts. I got dates.
Let me tell you why Bruce is wrong and never explain how are they better rappers.
I just did. A better group. Are they the better group?
Better rapper?
That encompasses all of that. Influence.
First of all,
content.
Being the first at something doesn't make you the better person. That's the first. That doesn't make you better than the person at that particular craft. That's the first. Second is, they were not the first to have you rocking African medallion. As a matter of fact, I happen to be from New York, and there's a crew by the name of Zulu Nation.
What year was that?
You might want to go check your stats. 83, 82. You might want to go check it. There's a guy by the name, and I don't like to say his name.
Bambada. You talking about the child molester. So now you're going to tell me that the child molester deserves more credit than Public Enemy.
We're not talking about who deserves more credit. We're talking about who is the better rap group, and I'm simply
talking about the influence on the culture.
Shedding light to the.
That's what I'm talking about.
Shedding the light to the people and the truth, and being that they were not the first to have you rocking African medallion. That's just the fact. Now, getting back to why N.W.A. is the better rap group, because if you ask the average person, hip hop fan that's followed rap from the 80s to now, who's a better rapper, Ice Cube or Chuck D? You can argue, is the content that Chuck D raps about more important?
Yes, I did. That's what I argued.
That does not make you a better rapper. We can debate that to the
Who's the better rapper, Chuck D or Eazy-E?
To the break of dawn. Who's the better
Chuck
rapper?
D or Eazy-E?
Dr. Dre.
Chuck D or Dr. Dre?
Or Chuck D.
Chuck D or MC Ren?
So, again,
he just happens to be the only rapper in the group.
Again, overall, I think
what are you talking about?
I think it's easy to see. We've come to the conclusion N.W.A. had better rappers than the group.
A better rapper
than the group.
The group itself.
Public Enemy.
Terminator X.
Because
influential. The first person to use the type of style that he used on the turntable.
That was solid in Public Enemy was Chuck D.
Because he was the only rapper. That's like saying if you have a 9-piece band or a 10-piece band. What are you talking about? Who's the better band? The better music was the most influential.
I won't
Public
allow
Enemy.
you to insult Flavor Flav again like that. Because
Flavor Flav.
Legendary songs like 911 is a joke. Can't trust it.
Can't Trust It was actually
those were Flavor Flav's. Those
Can't
were Flavor
Trust It.
Flav's. Right, I know you remember it, but you didn't remember that he was a rapper.
No, what I'm telling you is that.
There you have it.
It was not meant to be. He was meant to be the hype man.
There you have it.
It was meant to be a hype man.
There you have
and
it.
even if you're not going to write
The
your own
better
raps,
rap group.
and if you don't write your own raps, and what you're talking
There you
about
have
is
it.
something influential and important,
you have it.
it still makes you
So
better.
then, who's the better rapper?
Chuck D.
Eazy-E or Flavor Flav?
Chuck D was the main rapper.
Let's get this right. The
Like you
better
said.
rap group. See, I think he's hung on the content. This was more important, but they don't rap.
But
better.
they not just was more
They
important.
don't
They
rap
also
better.
were the first to do so many more
Razzcast
things.
has ill
They also were the
content.
first. They also were more influential. They also were a positive
They
influence.
were not more influential.
I
How
just
could
said
you be
that.
more
Because I just
influential
told you because-
if they influenced the whole coast? Which the West Coast became
Because they
dominant
influenced
by
the entire
90s
music
after
industry with the
N.W.A.
first
That's
MP3.
retarded.
Because they influenced the entire
Dr.
music.
Dre is the most influential.
Because
Ice
they-
Cube is one of the most influential
Because
rappers ever.
because they influenced the
That makes no sense.
Because they influenced the entire music industry
That makes no
with the
sense.
first MP3 only album
That
ever
makes
to be
no
created.
sense.
Because
Dr.
they were
Dre
the
is the
first
most influential
Because they were the
producer
first
ever.
Because they were the first to
Ever.
cross over to rap music.
Dr. Dre
by the likes
is
of
the
Living.
most
Let me
influential-
finish. If you gonna ask me a question, because they were the first to have Living Color and Anthrax on thrash metal to be first to cross over from rap to rock. Because they were the
They were
first to
not
have
the first to do that.
Yes, they were. 1991. Because
91 was not the first year that rap crossed with rock and roll.
What was it?
Aerosmith did that with Run DMC. That was 6.
Listen,
What are you talking
fam,
about? Run DMC
only thing
did it
N.W.A. did first was spit a whole bunch of cuss words.
talking about. They influenced
Get
the
outta
whole
here.
coast. Y'all give us feedback.
Give us feedback.
Who's the better rap group?
All right, so
N.W.A. or
so-
Public Enemy?
all right, keep leaving those comments because we will shout you out. We got a shout out for Tyree Eberhart. Nobody in the South can touch Jadakiss, Ransom, Davies, Conway, Benny the Butcher, 38 Spesh, Papoose, and Cassidy. And what he was talking about is our show East Coast versus the Dirty South. But I have to say, I think that's somewhat biased perspective because nobody really, Scarface couldn't, Andre 3000, T.I., they can't. Come on, man. Come on, man. But I hear you though. Tyree Eberhart, thank you so much for your comment. Let's see if we have any more I can find real quick.
I like those spitters that you named, though.
I liked it though.
Papoose, Conway.
Okay, and we got new subscriber. New subscriber, Early Game Legendary. He said, I'm new, but I'm here for good. I'm gonna turn on the notifications right now. Listen, Early Game Legendary, appreciate you subscribing, appreciate you commenting.
Keep tuning in.
Keep tuning in.
We got dope shows coming.
Everybody who I missed, that's what it is. I got you tomorrow. It's a late night, but that's what's happening today. Who wins the debate? What's the better group? Who had the most first? Who had the most influence? I say Public Enemy. He says N.W.A.
Who's the movie just made about? Most influence. You kidding me?
Peace. The Basement.